In the coming videos I'll talk about the riddle of depression. Why is it that in modern society so many people become depressed? That is a very interesting question because science doesn't really know why people become depressed. They know that in depressed people there are low levels of brain chemicals such as serotonin and noradrenaline, and increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol. But what is it that causes the brain to go out of sync like this? And under which specific social circumstances do you face an increased risk of becoming depressed? Those answers does science not really have at the moment. And in this context, my contention is that it is just not normal for humans to become depressed on the scale that is happening now. We are not designed to, like for instance in my home country Denmark, 1 in 5 people will become depressed during the course of their life. And that's just not natural. It just doesn't make any sense that humans are designed in a way that makes them so vulnerable towards becoming mentally ill at some point in their life. And the way I see it, it is caused by the current world that we're living in and the societies that we are part of. That's the true trigger of depression on societal scale. And the reason for that is that our brain comes from a completely different time. Tens of thousands of years ago, when we were hunter-gatherers, where we were living in small groups, where life was about protecting each other, finding shelter, making fire, go out and getting food, and watching out for dangerous animals. That was a hard, but very, very simple and very understandable life. But today, we live in much more complex societies, where we are left much more to ourselves, and where we don't have the same network standing behind us, watching our back, and where we have much higher expectations towards our life, and where we have a lot more time to sit around afterwards and think about all our failures, all the things that have gone wrong, and all the things that could be so much better. And all these things puts a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on our brain, and crucially a stress and a pressure that our brains, our ancient hunter-gatherer brains, are simply not designed to handle. And that causes modern lifestyle mental illnesses like anxiety and stress, and also depression. So that is what I'm going to talk about in the videos to come.